Hi everyone. Good evening. Uh, I actually have been thinking about making this video for a very long time, but I wasn't really getting the right momentum, to describe this entire thing. But things have been such in the last few days that I've been made to believe a lot of things, and then I thought, I should be making a video on it. So I wanted to talk about Astaroth. Astaroth has been a demonic entity, one of the first demonic entities that I started working with many years back. So, Astaroth, a lot of people see the feminine aspect of Astaroth, and a lot of people see the male aspect of Astaroth. But as spirits are, they really don't have gender. But yes, some do have that masculine energy more. Just like Lucifer, Lucifer also has that feminine energy. So, Astaroth and Lucifer and Beelzebub are supposed to be the first demonic trinity. So, Lucifer, of course, at that point of time, I was not very sure whether I should be touching base with that or not. So, I did not venture into that. And I got into Astaroth. Why? Why did I get, myself associated with Astaroth? The idea was Astaroth gives you a lot of, shows you a lot of secrets. It can show you your past, your present, and your future. It can, past as in you can actually go back to your previous lives and connect it to situations that are happening now. Also, since we are into the practice, so there are a lot of people who come to us for asking a lot of questions. Now, when it is about divination, or if it's about clairvoyance, and it's about all the other things that is associated to predicting future, some, especially the people who are associated with tarot, right? I am not really associated with tarot because I don't read tarot. For me, reading a face is good enough. And I think this reading face, reading the energies, Astaroth has helped me with that over a period of time. It's been about 17 years that I've been working with Astaroth, and I have felt that it's helped me a lot with divination, and I can accurately right now say what the problem exactly is. So, knowing if somebody is like, what happens is a lot of situations come up, and then, you slightly get confused about the situations, and then you think that how, it's taking a shape like that, which is kind of, out of character behavior and things like that, and then you want to know what exactly is the thing. Since I got to see the more feminine aspect of Astaroth, so for me, it's a feminine energy. And she has guided me absolutely the right way, and she has actually shown me why and why things are happening the way they are and what are the connecting blocks. So, yeah, it would be an advice for all the tarot readers. You can actually get the sigil of Astaroth, the ones that you find in the Goetia. You can find it in the Lesser Key of Solomon also. You can get the uh, sigil from Grimoire Verum also. And there are a lot of sigils which are available on the net. So what you can do is you can uh, take the sigil and keep it along with your tarot deck, which can help you with the divination of your clients also, and for yourself also. If you are stuck somewhere and if you want to know something, if you're confused about something, I think you can seek her guidance, because your past, your present, and your future, of course, no one can say, because Um, your present is what your future is. But yes, when a lot of people want to know about the future, you can know about it. Another thing which I saw was what you can do. You can make a blend, you can make an incense blend. Like Astaroth has got a blend which is to do with a lot cinnamon. You can add chamomile to it, you can add nutmeg to it, and you can keep this blend with you and burn at the time that you're confused, and you can get you can open yourself to guidance, and you can get the guidance from there. Also, I wanted to do this video as a thanksgiving to Astaroth. I always openly talk about the path that I follow, and because it's made my life so beautiful. It's made me what I am today, and it's giving me the right direction. Every time I look back, and I always believe in, uh, you know, joining the dots backward, as Steve Jobs rightly said. You can only join the dots backward. So, and I see when I look back and I join the dots, and I see that everything that has happened in my life has been such a transformation. Like people who have seen me earlier, who have known me earlier, and they can't even recognize me today. So, yes, I would say Astaroth, if somebody is a beginner, Astaroth is a very, very friendly energy to work with. I have always had a very comfortable journey with her because she was the first one. She is like my matron deity, and I love her. I just love her energy. Also, uh, there a lot of people have this question about how scary are the demonic entities. So I would like to put a word there in the sense that if you're really waiting for a transformation to happen in your life, please don't be scared, because I'm sure if you're looking for a complete transformation, there is nothing which can help you more than this. I have realized this over a period of time. And of course, things are going to change. Of course, your friends are going to go. Of course, you will have new people coming into your life. Of course, there'll be new situations in your life. Of course, you're going to be uncomfortable, because no situation when you transform is totally comfortable. It will make you uncomfortable. It will take you out of your comfort zone. If you want to change, if you want to switch, it has to be like that. There is no way you can be comfortable in a situation and be in that situation and expect change. That is because it doesn't work that way. Obviously, you're looking for change. And if you're looking for change, your situation has to change. Your people around you have to change. Or, there'll be new situations coming into your life. And change is inevitable. So don't be scared. Yeah, it's not going to change. It's not really the way uh, Christianity talks about demons. And I think uh, I have mentioned this in many of my videos earlier also, because demons are the ones who can give you the divine knowledge. It has nothing to do with evil. Yes, it is an adverse. We talk about being the adversary because in today's world, if you look at the world around you, everything is adverse. This is the time. And we are not looking at anything which is also peaceful, also loving, and everything. So it is the time of the adverse. We do need to seek help from the adverse. And I think that's the right way to follow. You don't have to get into the judgmental mode. You don't have to be like, you know, following everybody, what everybody is doing. So that is one of the reasons why you see in the world's population only 5% of the people who are actually successful, because they are doing things in a different way. They have their own mind, they are following their own mind, and probably out of which only 1% actually reaches somewhere. The rest 95% is just going with the flow. So the wind is blowing, the leaves, the dried leaves are going along with it. It's something like that. So if you plan your life in a way, you decide what where you are, you know where you want to go. I always talk about this. You know where you are, you know where you want to go, and tread that path. Because if you really know where you want to go, you'll find the answer. So you just need to make up your mind about what you want in your life. It's very important to know what we want in our life. The first thing what we need is self love. We need to love ourselves. And I always say I love myself the most. No matter what happens, I love myself. Because if I don't love myself, I'll not be able to love anyone else, or I'll not be able to do anything for anybody. Because if I am miserable, I'll make others miserable too. And there are a lot of people like that. They are miserable and they want to make everybody's life miserable because they are in their comfort zone and they want it like that. But yes, if anyone has any aspiration of just changing, see, you need to have faith, okay? This is something about applied faith. I think everything that we do, it first forms itself in our mind, no matter what we want. So if it is formed in your mind, that means you can have it. That means it is done. That means it's happening already in a different vibration. If you have thought about something, that means it has already happened somewhere in another vibration as far as you're concerned, probably in your past life, probably, in times to come. Because there is no concept of time when it comes to the spiritual world. That is because we are limited to the body. The spirits are not limited to the body. So I think, I believe that if you want to begin your journey somewhere, make up your mind and just follow your heart. Don't follow what everybody else is telling you to do, because that's not what successful people do. You have to follow your own mind, you have to do things that you want to do and achieve it. I think that's what makes the difference. Because if you stick to your dreams, if you dream big, if you follow the path, and if you know where you want to go, you'll get there no matter what. So you can send me your mails, you can ask me questions, I shall reply to you. If anyone wants to know about packs and everything, I can give details about that on the mail too. And just start your journey. It doesn't really require a pack to get into the journey. Packs are something little more serious that we do once we know we are a part of the journey. So a lot of people talk to me about packs, but yes, packs are something in the next level because packs are serious things. And if you want your entire life to change, then only get into it. Otherwise, please don't get into it. So, friends, I think what you can do is send me a mail, ask me your questions. I'll respond to it definitely. Yeah, probably I take a little more time because we are busy otherwise, but I'll definitely reply to you. Have a great weekend.